Hi, I'm Dr. Lori Schwartz-Reichel. My career began in music education where I learned the importance of a key change, a shift, in the tonal center of a piece of music, often used to inject energy or produce significance. Eventually, I realized the impact of making key changes in all areas of my life and the desire to help others do the same. Making key changes can be difficult. I certainly don't have all the answers, but I do like to pose questions for reflection and offer actionable key changes for us to attempt in both our working and living situations. Together, we can unlock our greatest potential in collaboration with those we love, serve, and lead. Let's discover how we can grow together by making key changes. As I mentioned last week, schools are in various stages of reopening. Some campuses are already buzzing with activity, while others are savoring the final lazy days of summer. My children's teachers are officially back at work this week, prepping classrooms and lesson plans, while my kids won't return until September 2nd. We're taking full advantage of this late start by traveling through California as a family. If you're listening to this episode on the day it airs, my husband, children, and I are mid-trip, flying from Los Angeles to San Francisco. We spent 5 fun-filled days in the LA area, and now we're heading into 5 more days in the Bay Area and Sonoma. The itinerary is packed, including amusement parks, baseball stadiums, concerts, scenic tours, and a few too many snack breaks, I'm sure. Honestly, this summer flew by, probably the fastest one I can remember as a parent. I missed the last 2 days of my children's school year because I was speaking at Yale University. I flew home just in time for their first day of summer vacation, and from there, we hit the ground running with summer. In June, I launched the successful Confidence Camp. My kids each participated in 3 different summer camps, 6 in total between the 2 of them, with my daughter joining me at the Confidence Camp. We celebrated my dad's 80th birthday this summer, visited cousins in Virginia, enjoyed a full week down the shore in New Jersey, braved a day at Hershey Park, and filled the in-between moments with pool days, play dates, dinner with friends, and a steady loop of "I'm bored" and "I'm hungry." And now we're wrapping up the season with this 10-day West Coast adventure, 3,000 miles from home and just 6 days away from the first day of school. Somehow, amid all of this, I managed to stay mostly on track with work. I kept up with weekly podcast episodes, sent out my newsletter, wrote articles, and shared social media content. My away email notification was activated more than once, but I still did my best to stay responsive when it mattered. Let's be real, juggling a career and a family while the kids are home all summer is bananas. The schedule rarely goes as planned. The neighbors' kids end up joining our outings half the time. Someone's usually injured, sulking, or begging for yet another snack. And I often find myself wondering how parents with more children, especially more than 2, pull it off with any semblance of grace. If that's you, seriously, hats off. Somewhere among all the chaos, my husband and I celebrated our 18th wedding anniversary. We were vacationing with his parents at a rented beach house out of state, so I made a point to pack the perfect card ahead of time. Or so I thought. I had read this card multiple times before buying it. It was simple, sweet, and to the point. Sure, I noticed the cover just said, "Love you," and wondered if it should have had an I in front of that phrase. But whatever, the message inside was what mattered most. I bought the card, confident I had nailed it. Then, right before signing the card, I gave it one last read. That's when I saw it. Happy birthday. I had read this card at least 4 times and could have sworn it said happy anniversary. Instead of stressing or trying to find a store to swap out the card, I chose to just go with the flow. Honestly, It felt right. That's just how summer has gone. Fast, funny, unpredictable, and a little off script. Yes, there were plenty of moments of frustration, but the need to just get by and enjoy often won out. My husband and I had a good laugh about that card, and in the end, the laughter made the celebration even more special. And that's the lesson I'm taking with me into the fall. Life, especially parenting and working all at once, and throw traveling in there too, rarely goes perfectly. But if you can find the humor in the chaos and choose to laugh instead of stress, it can still be really, really good. That's what I have learned this summer. So here's to flexibility, laughter, and the fresh new season ahead. The school year is just around the corner, ready to stretch its even busier head into our lives. But until then, my family and I are soaking up a few final days of summer together in one cozy hotel room, making memories before the pace picks up again. This fall, we're adding a year-round travel sport that my son is playing and my husband is coaching, a new winter sport for my son, a new musical instrument for my daughter, along with an advanced robotics team for her, coaching duties for both my husband and me, more work travel, and all the chaos that comes with the rhythm of a new academic year. We'll need a solid routine, a lot of patience, and probably a few extra cups of coffee to carry us through. But for now, we're holding on to summer just a little longer. I hope you are too. I'll be back next week with some key changes for setting up family routines that actually motivate everyone. I know I'll need one myself, and most likely a nap from all this summer lovin'. If you haven't done so yet, check out the show notes for helpful resources. If you are searching for an engaging speaker for your school, company, or organization to help strengthen and unite your people, please reach out. My most popular sessions include the topics of overcoming burnout, boosting confidence, establishing effective routines, and aligning a shared vision. When we feel burnout, a confidence boost can come from starting a new routine, especially one shared with those we love, serve, or lead. How are we making key changes to enjoy the final moments of summer before the fall frenzy takes over? Thanks for listening. If you haven't done so yet, please consider rating and reviewing the Making Key Changes podcast on the Apple Podcasts app. If you found this episode helpful, please consider sharing it with others and joining me again next week. In my coming episodes, I'll discuss topics that are most passionate to me, along with things I've been researching or areas of my life I have changed or want to change. You can learn more about me on my website, makingkeychanges.com. Feel free to message me through there or reach out on social media. I'd love to hear from you and learn about what key changes you hope to make.